Today we'll be looking at how to create our nameplates for our houses. If you've watched the tutorials, you'll already know some of the tricks about being able to move around and view your project from different angles. If you don't know, you just use the right click on your mouse, hold it down and then move left and right, up and down, and it will help you change the view. Likewise, you can use your mouse to scroll in and out to get a better, a larger picture. Now we're going to start by grabbing a box which we'll find under the geometric section, and you're going to click and you're going to drop it on your surface. Now if we have a look at this from the top angle, we'll be able to learn that it is 20 millimeters by 20 millimeters. I actually want you to increase that to 45 millimeters by 45 millimeters. You can do that either by using the corners, or you can use these little black ones and adjust one side at a time. Now once you've adjusted it to the size of 45 by 45, we're going to have a look at it from the side angle. Now we actually want to make this quite thin, so we're going to click on this, and likewise you'll see all these dots around it which help you move, but we're dealing with the height one, which is this one here, and you want to shrink it all the way down to about 4 millimeters. Now from here, we need to put a hole in it so we'll be able to hang it. So you're going to grab a cylinder, and you're going to have to work out how big or small you actually would like it to be. I'd probably recommend maybe 7 millimeters by 7 millimeters, about that size, if not smaller. And you basically want to sit it where you want a hole to be. Now you can choose to put in 2 different holes, or you can choose to put in the one. But if I was looking at this, I can go, okay, it's too close to the edge, so I want to move it in a bit. Now, at the moment, this hasn't actually made a hole. All it has is added a bump to my nameplate. What I need to do is I need to select hole. And what this will do is it will make it look like there is a hole in there. Now, to see the final product, you can group it, which you can do if you click and drag over all the items. And it will let you see that there is now a hole in your nameplate. Now we're going to do the same thing for our letters, in that we click letters, and if you wanted to have an A and a F, you drag it onto your nameplate. At this point you could, if need be, you can choose to rotate your nameplate, or you could rotate the letters. I'm just going to rotate the nameplate. Now from here, I can either choose 2 options. I can either choose to have my letters be an indent or have my letters stick out. Now to make them be an indent, I would change the size of them. I would make sure it's got a little bit of thickness to it using that little height one, which is in the middle, which is this one here. And then I would put it on my shape. Now, unlike the other one, I don't want the hole to go all the way through, because otherwise, especially with letters like A, it won't work. So what I need to do is I need to move it off the ground. So I'm going to move it 2 millimeters up. Now you control whether things are up or down using the little cone that you see appear here. So like before, I'm going to choose to make it a hole. And you'll see the final product, how it looks, if I group it again. And you can see now that it looks like an indent. Your other option is to actually have your letter sticking out. So if I wanted to put this here, I obviously need to make it a bit taller. Now girls, you'll notice that it has different colors. It'll all print the same color for the type of printer that we have here. So I have moved it up. Just like I moved the A up off the ground, you can move the other letter up as well, or you can just increase the thickness. I wouldn't make it stick out too much, otherwise it will break. Now I'm just doing a very quick job here, girls, but you can adjust and make it look however you like as far as size, shape, that sort of thing. We just need to limit the size, otherwise it can take a very long time to print. Now here you can see that I have an example of an indented letter and a letter that stands out. You can also see why the A wouldn't work as being a whole, because this little bit in the middle of the A won't be attached to anything, and so it wouldn't print properly. This is pretty much everything that you need to do. I just want to point out a few extra things. You need to make sure that it is flat on the surface, and when you're ready to submit it, make sure your teacher checks it before you submit it for printing. But once your teacher has said that it is perfect and good to go, click Design, Download for 3D Printing, and click STL. Now, these will get printed in the library, but some of them do take quite a long time, so we need to make sure that we all stick to a reasonable size. If you have any questions, please ask your teacher or get help from the library.